Alright, question number 3 now. We are given an equation which is f of x is equals to 8 over x squared plus x over 2, and for part A we have to complete the table where we are given the value of x, but we have to find the value of f of x. Okay, so to find the value of f of x, we will just substitute the value of x over here and here. Okay, and whenever you substitute, make sure you are using the brackets. Okay, so it will be 8 over x squared plus x over 2. Okay, so for the first missing one, the x is minus 2. Okay, so we just say minus 2 here and minus 2 here. Okay, and you will get it is 1. So exactly the same thing we will do for the other missing ones. For this one we will substitute 2 here, and for this one we will substitute 4 here and here. Okay, so you will get here, you will get 3, and for this one you will get 2.5. okay, for part B we have to draw the graph and for these values, and I have plotted few points just to save some time, but I haven't plotted these points so you can know how they are done. But before we start to plot any points, what we have to do is we have to count to make sure how much of the each small boxes have, okay, how much value. So for example, if I say 0 0.1, 0 0.2, 0 0.3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 1, it means all the boxes have a gap of 0 0.1. What about horizontally? It is 0 0.1, 0 0.2, 0 0.3, 0 0.4, 0 0.5. No, it is 1 here, so it means 0 0.2, 0 0.4, 0 0.6, 0 0.8 and then 1. So it means the gap here is 0 0.2. For those of you who really struggle knowing what the gap is, what you can do is, for example, from 1 to 0 there are 5 boxes, isn't it? So what you will do, you say 1 divide by 5 and you will get a 0 0.2, which means that each gap is a 0 0.2. okay, so you will say 1, the boxes between 1 and 0 is 5, so you will get 0 0.2. okay, and for this one you can say the boxes between 1 and 0 they are 10, so you will say 1 divided by 10, you will get 0 0.1. okay, for those of you who really struggle with this. Okay, now let me plot the remaining ones. When x is minus 2, f of x is 1, and in other words, saying f of x, we can also say it is y. Okay, so x is minus 2, f of x is 1. When x is minus 2, f of x is 1 here, and remember my graph will not be as accurate as on the paper. Okay, so for this one, when x is 2, f of x is 3. When x is 2, f of x is 3 here, and make sure you're drawing a small circle around the dot, or you can either make an x. Just if you leave just the dot like this, it is hard to spot for the examiner. Okay, and what about the last point? When x is 4, y is 2.5. When x is 4, where is x4? When x is 4, y is 2.5, 2.1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now all I have to do is draw the graph. And now the important point here is that you should not extend your graphs, because some of you might just go like this, or then you think what's going to happen, and then you might fall and then complete the graph. There was a reason examiner said you have to stop at negative 1.5. okay, just our final point was at negative 1.5, this one here, and you have to stop your graph over here. You do not need to continue, because if you continue you might cross this line, because originally the graph never touches this line, but because you do not know this thing that if it touches the line or not, it's a bit technical point. That's why the examiner helped you and say just stop it right there. Okay, so to stop right there, there is actually one mark to just not to cross it the axis. Okay, so don't do that. Do what the examiner is asking, just do that. And for this one it will be like that. Okay, now part C, we have to solve when f of x is equals to 0, or I can say y is equals to 0, right? Now for this one we have to draw a line first of all where y is equals to 0. Whenever we have to solve any equation from the graph, what we have to do, first we draw the line, and then whenever it touches our original line, that's the answer. Okay, I will show you how. First of all, you draw the line of y is equals to 0. Where is y 0? Here. If I go up or down, y will not be 0, but if I go left or right, y will still be 0, so it will be a horizontal line. That's how I know. Okay, so it will be a horizontal line from both sides. Now where does it touch my graph? It touches over here, isn't it? It touches over here. So this will be my answer. Okay, wherever it intersects, this will be my answer. So it is touching at 2.2, 2.4, and just between 2.4 and 2.6. So let me say it is 2.5. Okay, so it is minus 2.5. For this one, by drawing a suitable line on the grid, solve the equation f of x is equals to 1 minus x. Okay, again we have to solve using the graph. So first of all we will draw the line, and wherever it intersects with our original line, that will be our answer. Okay, so first of all we have to draw the line y is equals to 1 minus x. Okay, I said f of x is exactly the same as y is equals to 2. Okay, now for this type of equation all I need is 2 points to make a line, and that's how I do. This is a linear equation in the form y equals to mx plus c. You might remember that. For this one, all I need is 2 points. Okay, so if I say x is equals to 0 here, so it will become y is equals to 1 minus 0 is nothing, so y is equals to 1. So I got one of my point, which is when x is 0. When x is 0 here, y is 1. So this is my first point. And what about my second point? Let me say this time when y is equals to 0. So I will say 0 is equals to 1 minus x, and this negative x on the left hand side will become a positive. So x is equals to 1. Okay, this is my second point. This was when y is equals to 0. So when y is equals to 0, x is equals to 1. When y is 0, x is equals to 1. This is my second point. Okay, so if I join these two and continue it, I will get another line. And as you can see, I do not need to go this side, but I will just still go this side, even though it's not as much as useful. Now as you see, this intersection point is what is our solution. Okay, which is around 1.246 or 8, somewhere between 1.6 and 1.8. Again, my graphs are not as accurate. Okay, but in the paper you will get it accurate, so I will just say it is somewhere around 1.6. okay, negative. So last part, by drawing a tangent at the point minus 3 and minus 0.6, this is x and this is y. Estimate the gradient of the graph y is equals to f of x when x is equals to minus 3. Now this might look very complicated, but all they are saying is we have to estimate the gradient, and how can we estimate the gradient is by drawing a tangent. So examiner is actually telling you draw a tangent, and this will help you to estimate the gradient at x is equals to minus 3, exactly the same thing. Okay, so they are just helping us. So where is x is equals to minus 3? We already have a point there, here, and here we have to draw a gradient. Now what is a gradient is we have to find the gradient. We have to draw a tangent. What is a tangent? Is it touches the line, it touches the point just once. Okay, so this is how, somewhat like that. Okay, so it touches just once, and then if I continue, I will have few points which will make it easier for me to calculate the gradient. Now I will take any 2 points. For example, I will take this point and I will take this points, okay, and then I will find the change in y and change in x. Make sure your tangent is touching just once at the point, okay, and then it's leaving the line. Now all I have to do is find the change in value of y divided by change in value of x. So for this point, let me start with this one. The value of y over here is 0, and then the value of y at this point is -2. What about the change in x? The value of x here is -2.2, say -2.2, and what about here? It's -4, right? And you will get 1.11. okay, so this is my gradient, 1.11. okay, and this is done.